How's it going, everyone? It's Louis Crypto here, back with another live stream. Make sure, if you haven't already, do subscribe. I'm guessing most of you that have just started to tune in are, of course, subscribers. So we're going to look at a whole bunch of coins today. We're going to go through the watch list of all the cryptos that we do cover on the channel over here. It's just that I don't actually always get the time to post all those videos, make those videos for you guys. So if and when I have that extra time, I would rather do live streams. So let's now start off with the Bitcoin Bitcoin analysis. So what we see here with Bitcoin is that price is still currently at support right over here to the left. What I also need to see going forward is price, of course, bouncing from this key area of support. However, as we zoom in a little bit, we can see that the 20 daily EMA was lost. I think the last update that I did make was this candle over here. And at the time of making that video, we were above the 20. So if we did see the 20 hold with daily candle closes, holding this box over here, price would have continued up. We were getting prepared for some bullish trades. But unfortunately, price did continue lower, took out this low, but we're still holding this support with the daily candle closes currently. So going forward, if we do continue to hold this, we would need to see a reclaim of this higher purple box, which is around 30,100 to 30,300 over here. So we need a reclaim of that level. Let's just say the 20 daily EMA. Until those moments, this is still support. However, it looks like it wants to give up, and then we'd be coming back down to this purple area of support, which I mentioned in my last Bitcoin update. So yeah, we have the 55 here. We're simply waiting for this to be lost for this continuation lower. I will now zoom into the lower time frames to see if we are currently holding this as support. Now on the 4-hour time frame, we have just bounced off of this 200 4-hour EMA. This would actually suggest that price does want to now of course continue in its uptrend. Why? Because this is keeping us in an uptrend. As we can see, as price is above this white line, we go in an uptrend, and as price is beneath the white line, we go in a downtrend. So all market is doing right now is resetting. Now this can of course change. How does it change? Lose the low, simple as that. Go back to the daily, lose this low over here. This daily time frame support $29,875 with a daily candle close would wipe out this range low. So we are still in a range bound market. The expectation is now that market has reset at the 4-hour 200 EMA over here with a reclaim of this key support that we saw on the daily time frame. Price now is attempting to break out essentially what we were suggesting over here. It just didn't actually continue. It rolled over, wiped out the low over here, signaling that that's invalidation of that buy trade. And then if we do ever come back and reclaim that level, which we currently are right now, then we are attempting to go on that original path, which at the moment in the last days tried to invalidate or did invalidate. We can revalidate that, but of course, after bouncing off the 200 EMA, confirming that we are still in an uptrend, we need to reclaim that daily support, which we have done. We need to confirm it as support, which we are currently doing. And yeah, going forward now, need to reclaim these moving averages, which are those levels that I just mentioned on the daily time frame, this box over here. And it's quite nice to see that when we scale down to the 4-hour, we have that box that was already drawn here. Now with the lower end being the 20 moving average and the higher end being the 55 moving average on the 4-hour time frame. So yeah, just keep in mind that we need to see a break back above 30,300 to get this continuation higher for Bitcoin. Guys, if you are enjoying this at the moment, please go ahead and smash the like button. It really does help the channel grow. Yeah, I'd be very appreciative if you could also leave a comment. Get your comments in if you want in the live stream. I haven't actually checked out any. None of you have got comments in. Make sure you do get your comments in with any questions or any requests or whatever it is. If you want to super chat, you can also do so. But yeah, at least get your messages in anyway. So what we can see on the 1-hour time frame maybe is yeah, we can see that this has been reclaimed. Look at that for the 1-hour close, exactly on that wick. So reclaiming that, confirming its support. Now we need to see price pushing through, heading to that 200 EMA. So everything is telling us that price needs to get up to 30,300 on multiple time frames. We said it first on the daily. We then saw it second on the 4-hour time frame. This is where the 55 4-hour is sitting. That is keeping us in a downtrend on the 4-hour time frame. Not only that, Well, the 200 EMA itself tells us the true trend of that time frame. Now on the 1 hour, we see that we're in a downtrend, and what is sitting in that exact same location as the 4 hour 55 is the 1 hour 200 EMA. So the 4 hour saying this is like a second layer of defense. This is what could still push you into a downtrend if we pump up into it. Please understand that this is resistance, but this is also keeping us in this 4 hour uptrend over here. So what we need to see is essentially price is being trapped between these two price points. Let's check out those levels. 29,750, let's just say, to 30,300 over here. So price is stuck between the two. What I can do is basically measure about halfway, which is currently where we are at the moment. So if we were to rally into that 55, the support that we need to hold is that wick, which of course when we enter that long position didn't want to lose that. That would be invalidation if we go ahead lower. It invalidated it, came back down to reset the market at the 200 EMA on the 4 hour, now reclaiming that level that it should not have. And basically, as let's pretend that it never lost that level, this dotted line. So what would have happened is holding a support, this would be your low, we've got higher low, and then we would continue higher. But we went ahead and put a lower low, which means that it no longer wants to go on this path over here into this resistance over here. So by losing this, we're going on a new path down. This is what stopped us from continuing lower. In fact, we should have continued lower. In fact, guys, in the last Bitcoin update, I did actually draw out this key level of resistance over here as a key level of support, that if we were to lose these supports over here of this range, that price would come into there, and I'd like to see this area of 28,500 to 29,000 being held as support. That would be my next layer of defense. But what has stopped us at the moment getting down there is this 200 EMA, and by bouncing off of it and reclaiming that previous wick, which should not have been lost if we wanted to go up from there, we now should go on that path again. The only thing in the way is that 55 on the 4 hour and on the 1 hour time frame, the 200 EMA. And we did all of that, and we got all of that from the daily time frame. We didn't need any of that analysis, because look where the 20 is on the daily, and we already had this box drawn out. So we just knew reclaim that box and we're going up, and pretty much that was our stance at the beginning of this update. And then when we actually scale down to lower time frames, we got further confluence that this is the area that needs to be reclaimed to head back up to our range high. Because again, guys, we are still in a range bound market. Golden pocket at 30k. Where's 30k? 30k. Golden pocket at 30k. Where's that, bro? 30k golden pocket. Is this the one you're talking about? It's a little bit high. If you mean 30k on the dot, let me know. Good day from Alls. Hello, Shane. I support Tottenham. So I saw the match in Perth yesterday. Ange Postecoglou. But yeah, I don't see the golden pocket at 30k. We'll move on from there. Just let me know in the comment section below if you meant this one, which is 30,000, but 30,400. More local high and local low. Okay, over here. If that's the one you meant. Over here, yeah, 30,006. Yeah, so can you see that dotted line right over there? That's why essentially when we were looking for that buy trade, this being the stop loss and entering somewhere over here, I was expecting a push through the moving averages and then targeting over there because it was the golden pocket. What I essentially thought was going to happen, big push down, retracement back into this area, confirm it as resistance as we see to the left over here, and then go lower. But it just literally continued to roll over here, which quite annoyed me because I wasn't a trade. But with that risk to reward ratio over here, where when we profit, we get more times what our risk is. So if this is 1, then this would be like 2 of those pretty much. So I can be wrong now, two times in a row, then I'll be back at break even. So that loss, I'm still in profit, even though that was the case. Yeah, we were just expecting, because basically with Fibonacci's, I'm measuring a push. So this was the push down. We're meant to retrace into the golden pocket. So that's where I had my targets, and we just couldn't get past those moving averages. And so we continued lower, invalidated that pump up into there. But by reclaiming that, you're kind of like revalidating that pump into there. Just need to push through those moving averages and then get a pump back towards 30,600 to 31,000, and that is what I thought would happen from this point where we'd bottomed out like this. Thought we would come into there and then dump into the 200 and maybe even lower eventually into this area, but we can just see that price just continue to get suppressed lower and lower and lower. So I'm just going to read some comments very quickly. It won't take too long. I know that it is boring to listen to other people's comments, but even more local, bro. What are you talking about? Even more local. This one. Is that what you meant? Yeah, I guess so. So measuring from this low to there. This is the pump. Price should retrace into there and from this point continue high. I think this is where I had my entry, to be honest. And then we lost it. Confirmed the reversal wave. Okay, so it's nice to see this. Okay, so thank you, Glyph, for pointing that out. I don't know if this is the... Oh, no, you were talking about from here to here. My apologies. But it's also good to have this one to here, because essentially it's preparing you if this is lost. These are your targets. And look what's happened. We met the target at the 1618. And we've reclaimed that 200 EMA. This is amazing. This is amazing. There's a good few things that we now need to do, but this is amazing, guys. So what we now need to see, as we've met the target at the 1618, also held that exactly with 4-hour closes. Now price is attempting to come back over to the 1 Fibonacci. And we can see that was the case over here. Let me do that again, guys. Sorry. So there we go. We can see that price essentially met the target, the 1618, held that 200 EMA, confirming that we reset the market. And so price now, as we saw with the H-bar updates, should come to the 1 fib level. And on the reclaim of the 1 fib level, can you see where the 20 is? We should go to that 618 over there. And from that point, we should then come back down to the 1 fib level. And we need to hold that support. If we can hold that support, this is where we reclaim this level. And then that would be resistance, so we confirm it's support, resistance flipped into support, and then we continue higher. So this is what we need to see move for move. And at the moment, we've got these moves where we have a course over here, come into that 20 EMA, which was that 618, come back down to the 1 fib level, which we are now currently holding. And from this point, we now need to go up and flip this resistance now into support. And then this will be our resistance to tackle. So basically, it's nice to see we were doing all that analysis on the daily, and then the further and deeper we went down on the time frames, went to the 4 hour, into the 1 hour, and the more analysis that we did do pretty much was just confirming that the quick analysis that we did on the daily time frame, because we really marked out those levels. And when we came and zoomed in a little bit, yeah, it was nice to see that. So yeah, I was just reading some comments. My apologies, guys. Yeah, thank you for tuning in so far. I'm going to just run through these and then I'm going to be done for today. So XRP looking like it really doesn't care about what the rest of the market is doing. Let's check XRP Bitcoin, and XRP against Bitcoin is reclaiming some key Fibonacci's right now. I guess creating that reversal wave. Let me just double check. Yeah, so very nice to see. Sorry if that was a bit loud. But essentially what we can see for XRP coming forward against Bitcoin is a price pump of about 15%, let's say 15%. So going forward, I want to see XRP. Sorry, I was reading comments again. So yeah, XRP has a 15% pump against Bitcoin coming up. XRP against ETH is looking primed as well. So another pump of about 15% against Ethereum. And going now to XRP dollar. I don't know why, but it says the stream is really poor, guys. I really do apologize. I'm going to keep it quick today. And then this XRP against USD has got a potential 30% pump coming up, more towards a $1 essentially. So that's it for XRP. Yeah, it's looking quite nice at the moment, where we haven't created the reversal wave. So me talking about this price point getting up to here at the moment is not technically valid. However, we are above all the key moving averages. In the last day, we came down to the 20 and we have bounced and broke this high over here, looking to flip that into support with this candle over here. So looking for price to then continue higher. But it does need to see a break above 80. If we can get above 88 cent, then yeah, it's more than likely going to go to 104 and potentially even higher afterwards. So yeah, just that to keep in mind with XRP. Quant is still at $100 over here. We had a little scare where it went beneath $100 yesterday, reclaimed it, and it's now confirmed its support. It's quite annoying, but essentially we've been talking about this 94 to $100 area as a key area of support. If you lose the higher band, this becomes resistance and you go to the bottom. There are loads of targets in the way. If you can see, there's a box from here to here because those are the targets, okay, to the downside. If we lose this upper band of support, it flips into resistance and we come lower. It's already had an attempt at that where we did break lower and we couldn't flip it into resistance. So to me, that's saying a fake out to the downside. We're now coming back up to hold key levels of support. Now let's see if 101 can be broken and we get this pump to $104 for Quant. I really do apologize that the stream is crappy today. HBAR, pretty much what we called in yesterday's update, USDT.P. We were essentially saying price needs to reclaim this level, and then we do get this pump up towards 5.5 cents, and that's where we're sitting right now. So it's nice to see that we were able to call that in the last few updates. We are above the moving averages, so that's why we did continue higher. And if we scale out to the daily time frame, we can now see that the 1 fib level has been reclaimed in today's candle. So this will start a pump towards 786, as I've been mentioning in the updates, and look at that. As you can see, it pretty much did that. So make sure you do subscribe and stay tuned for those HBAR updates. We've been calling it exactly move for move in the last days, more so than Bitcoin and Quant, to be honest. HBAR has been listening to the analysis very nicely, and a lot of the things we're setting up very similarly. The reason why I thought HBAR was going to go up is because I thought Bitcoin was going to go up, and HBAR did and Bitcoin didn't. But it just looks like Bitcoin was going down to reset that market on the 4 hour. Go back to the earlier in the video if you want to see that. But yeah, pretty much reset the market now. Coming back, reclaim those key level support, looking exactly like what we see over here on Quant, where we lost that key level of support but is now trying to reclaim it. So I would like to see at the end of today us holding above $100, and if we can keep maintaining $100, then I'm expecting Quant to eventually break past 101 and head to 104. That is Quant. Again with HBAR, we're at that 786 fib, so price has still got targets to the upside. It's just currently at some key level of resistance as the 200 daily EMA is there. So although we were saying in the updates that we have multiple price targets up here, so yeah, sorry, I was just reading some comments again and I got an error message. Oh, I don't know how to fix the stream then. Sorry guys, I know it's not the best. It's really annoying me more than you, trust me. 786 fib over, yeah, because my Wi-Fi should be fine. I pay for the stupid expensive Wi-Fi, but stupid Vodafone. But the 786 fib is in the way. Essentially what we were saying in those last updates is that there are multiple things targeting this area, like this inverse head and shoulders, ascending triangle, and we were just calling for that anyway, even before going down to there. The only thing that does stand in the way is the 786 fib, because the 200 EMA is there. If it weren't there, then price should just continue up until this point. But unfortunately, yeah, it's still targets, guys. We've also got this inverse head and shoulders over here with the neckline break as of today, so we're technically validating that pattern. Again, we need to see today's daily candle close above 5390. So now head over to VeChain. We're going to try and wrap this up quickly, guys, because I know the stream quality is poor and I don't know how to fix that. I really am truly sorry about that. I'm just getting messages saying you're not receiving enough, YouTube's not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. As such, viewers will experience buffering. So really do apologize for that. I don't really know how to fix that. If you could let me know in the comments. If you know any tips and tricks to sort that out, please do let me know. What we see here on VeChain on the daily time frame is essentially what we saw on HBAR, which is an inverse head and shoulders pattern. This is a bottoming out structure because price was making lower lows and it's coming back to a previous low that was support now as resistance over here, looking for rejection to continue lower. And then we came back to key moving averages, reclaimed that all, and is now looking for that continuation higher. But we've now set a neckline over here. So what we need to see for VeChain is a break past this neckline, just like this. So the price that we need to see VeChain reclaiming is the level of 2 cents. Let's just call it 2 cents. So if we can see VeChain getting back above 2 cents, then yeah, it should be all okay. We have larger targets to the upside. This would be a crazy pump, to be honest. I'm already in VeChain. I bought some VeChain quite heavily in the last couple of weeks. I think it was somewhere around here. And what we can see is a price point of 2.8 cents, sending us back up to our range high. So essentially what it is saying is that we are at the range low at the moment. We did lose it a couple times now. We're trying to reclaim it, break out of this resistance to head back up to our range high. And if you look at where this target is exactly, go across to the left, you're going to be so intrigued by why this is the target. I'm going to give you the reason. It's most likely because this is where FTX was revealed to be a scam, where FTX capitulated. So that's our next target for VeChain going forward, guys. It's about a 40% move from here. Thank you guys so much for tuning in so far. We're going to end this stream up very shortly. We're just going to go through Gala and Trias, and then maybe Pepe, and then we'll be pretty much done for today. But if you haven't already, make sure you have subscribed. I don't think we've got any subscribers here at the moment, or anything like that. But yeah, we've got to 8 likes. There's 15 of you. Let's try and get this to 10, or if we can push past 10 likes, that would be much appreciated. So Gala setting up the same as VeChain and HBAR, where they had inverse head and shoulders. I guess you could say this is an inverse head and shoulders here, but I was more looking at the ascending triangle that we find ourselves within. So the 0.5 Fibonacci, which we are currently above, is a little bit below the neckline, but I'd much rather use it as it is a Fibonacci level. So going forward, hold, it's already been marked out actually. Can you see this blue purpley line there? We need to essentially hold that as support. So right now, what I'm seeing is a fake out to the upside. I'm going to add another moving average over here. I need to see this one. So yeah, we got rejected at this one over here. It's another one above the 55 that I do teach about in the course. And there's a whole bunch over here that I don't actually use in the videos because it can get a little bit confusing. But if you want to message me for more information about all of that, then yeah, just head over to my Twitter and we can talk more information. You speak about the details essentially. So price is stuck between these moving average setups over here. So in a range bound market after faking out above this. So essentially meaning that we are still in this downtrend, because if price truly was bullish, we would have just continued from here. So we've got one more chance. We've got one more chance to break out bullish, okay? Come back into here and break out. Otherwise, we're looking for a fake out and to come back down to our range low over here, which we can see every time that we run into the resistance. We come down to here, run into support, resistance, break out. Now it's a fake out. Will we come back down to here? Can we hold this 20 EMA and break out again to the upside? This is what I'd like to see Gala doing going forward. I will now get you the target out of the ascending triangle. Please understand that it's not valid currently, but it will be it will be valid if we can invalidate this fake out at the moment by doing this, okay? That's what we need to do. Come back down. We've made a fake out, so price wants to do this, okay? That's what it wants to do now, because that's what the fake out means. Fake out of a bull trend. So we want to continue with our downtrend. And so what that would mean is price wants to continue with the downtrend, which means lower than this low. So we need to stop that from happening. How? Well, we have this 20 EMA here. We do have this. I prefer to hold this area and bounce, and just like something like this and go up. However, yeah, you can come back down to there and still technically holding higher lows, but yeah, I'd like to hold this area. So the target, I've already marked it out, just to there, put it on the breakout, and we can see a target. Look at that, coming back down to this trend line over here out of the previous descending triangle. So it is actually suggesting that this area, which we do need to reclaim, is resistance. We know that anyway, we are below, but the target out of this bull pattern, unfortunately, is 200 EMA. Unfortunately, this area support now is resistance. So essentially, we could run all the way up to there. This could be a move from current price today of about 32% and still dump very nastily back down to this key area and then continue higher. So look, forming an even larger ascending triangle. So I want to know your thoughts for Gala going forward. I think that's the path that I will be taking. So I will be grabbing some Gala. Final one from me today, guys. Final one. Unless you want me to look at BitPro, Viot, Phantom, Pepe, this is the final one. Unless you want to get some comments in or super chats in, this will be the final one for today. Thank you guys again for tuning in today. Really am appreciating it, even with all the dodgy, the stream not being as smooth. Really do apologize for that. I don't really know how to sort that out. But over here, it must be like really glitchy when I'm clicking things. So over here for Trias is exactly where I thought it was going to go down to. When we started to come down over here, I was already signaling in my Discord community that price would come back to the golden pocket, as we needed to break past this wick. Can you see that we went below it there? We need to break out through it we failed to do so. So I basically did a group call. I think this was 2 weeks ago. I did a group call in the Discord community, which I do weekly with my students. You don't even need to be a student, you can just be a member of the community and you will get access to these weekly group live calls. But unfortunately, I wasn't able to do a live call last week. If you notice, there weren't many videos towards the end of last week. I unfortunately had a very close family member pass away that I was meant to see in the next 2 weeks that I hadn't seen for about 10 years. So it was quite tough, and still feeling like even talking about it, I don't even want to talk about it, to be honest. I'll literally start crying on stream. And I'm not saying it for you to, of course, like feel sorry for me. I'm just telling you guys that's why I haven't been making as many videos, or you might hear that I'm not as positive at the moment. Even though we had some crazy pumps with XRP, I just couldn't get myself to make videos. But no worries, I'm back, don't you worry. I feel like this does help me as well, get my mind off things, even though I just reminded myself of it. But yeah, I wasn't able to do that live stream in the Discord community the other day. But we pretty much 2 weeks ago were suggesting that we were going to roll over for Trias. Need to then understand that this becomes resistance as we've then lost it over here. So that is the level that we need to reclaim, which is the 1 Fibonacci. Nice to see that it is also $4 psychological level. So on the reclaim of $4, we do get that upside again towards $5 over here. So reclaim $4 and we do get this nice $1 pump, which would be about a 30% move to about $5.25 for Trias. But to be honest, the path that we are on currently... Oh, the stream's fine. Okay, that's random. The whole time I've been streaming is saying, oh, error. But anyways, at the moment, you need to understand that, yes, it'd be lovely to reclaim $4, but it is resistance. So if we do approach it, don't be surprised if we fail. You might not even get up there. We're at the golden pocket right now, so technically speaking, the reversal wave was created. All we are doing after such a significant pump is resetting the market, similarly to what we saw with Bitcoin. But 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago in my chat, I was saying that price could come down to here. To be honest, guys, I was saying, I think it was the lower band over here, anywhere between here, I was suggesting, as this was a previous resistance. And this one over here at $4 was a fake out. And with a head and shoulders pattern, this being the head, this being the shoulders is usually the true resistance. And when we look to the left, we see the true resistance over here. So for me, that is why I wouldn't be surprised, again, as $4 is resistance. Look, technically I said we could come up into here and go down, but you've done it already, guys. So my apologies for missing that out. I've now found that, and we can see that price did come to the golden pocket, reject, came back to $4 and failed to break out to continue. So even though I said we could go on that path if we reclaim $4, it already attempted to do that and it failed. So right now we're looking to just push through here and head back down towards anywhere between, I'm not saying go exactly to $3 and wait for that, but between $3 and $3.35, this is the area that Trias is targeting if we continue lower. And that's if Bitcoin, if Trias were to go down there, that would be Bitcoin losing our range, okay? And that would be Bitcoin coming back down to this area and then coming back up, okay? If that happens for Bitcoin, it's just resetting the market. It wouldn't be the end of the world. And that would be Trias coming back down to these key levels of support. But please do understand, although we did confirm $4 support and we're now looking to do this. Yeah, I'm going to have to finish this soon. My low battery just came up. And this is the last one anyway. Oh no, Beat Pro. One more after this. We'll do Beat. Oh no, not Beat Pro. Pepe, my mistake. So, lost myself. But essentially, 1 Fibonacci is here. 0 fib is here. I'm measuring this dump to find where we pump to before continuation lower. So the golden pocket is where we should go to before losing this low. And we didn't lose the low, we formed a higher low. So now we're looking to create the reverse wave if we push through these golden lines, which we did. And if we push through these golden lines, these become your targets. In fact, these will also be met if one criteria is held, which is after meeting these, which we did and topped out, we need to roll over and just hold above this. If we can hold above this, then we continue higher. So we pretty much are where we need to be. This has been a DCA level in my Discord community. Let's go over to over there right now. And if you go to the DCA levels, again, right here, Trias at DCA level, which is the golden pocket. So the moment that it got down there, we were essentially buying pretty much at anywhere between $3.60 and $3.80, as that's the 786 fib. So yeah, this is, what I do here. XRP has met its target out 82 cents. XRP did continue higher, but look where XRP actually stopped at. So it was because the fibs. So we can't ignore the fibs essentially, guys. We have to always take them into consideration, even though XRP did pump through those Fibonacci's. Let's get a fresh XRP chart. Even though XRP did pump through those fib targets, we eventually confirmed them as resistance for the daily candle close, and we can see that right over here. So we called that very nicely in the Discord community. As you can see, that we did top out exactly at that 1618 Fibonacci over here. Yes, we did continue higher, but this is exactly where I was calling for in that chat over here, and essentially telling everyone that XRP has met its target, and if price ever returns to the neckline, this will be a great DCA. So I'm personally holding out for price to come back down to this zone. If it doesn't, fair enough. I've already got my XRP for the bull run, but if it goes on a crazy discount, then I'll be happy to buy some more. Otherwise, I'm just leaving it for now, and it's just going up at the moment. But yeah, that would still be resistance. Okay, 82 is still the resistance. Please understand that. But then, of course, break through it with daily candle closes, and we got 105, which is easy. That's exactly what we said on the lower time frame earlier in the video update over here, where we were targeting 104 out of this smaller Fibonacci. And then we go back to that other XRP chart, and it's pretty much calling for the same thing, with the 2 Fibonacci being there when we do measure from this high back in September last year to our low in January or December. January, my apologies. So then we go from this high to this low right there. And as we zoom in, we can see that it is talking about, suggesting a 105 to 106 over here. So guys, we're going to finish off this video with Pepe. Thank you guys for helping me get this video to 10 likes, or live stream to 10 likes. If we can get some more, that would be nice. If we can get some subscribers, that would be nice. But I am pretty much guessing that most of you are subscribed already. Pretty much all of you are probably subscribed already. We can see Pepe pretty much just been consolidating after this massive breakout over here, reclaiming this previous all-time high. So what we need to now look at is when Pepe was going up and the massive spikes before a dip. So we have one right here. So we started this dip, and then people would have said that is Pepe's all-time high. And if we want to continue higher, we need to break that all-time high. So we, of course, went ahead and broke it and set a new one. So, of course, we can mark that out for everyone, but I'm not really interested in that. I'm interested in the previous high over here. So our previous high for Pepe, as we can see, if this is the resistance, this is the support. This is essentially the range. So what I'm going to do, if we now freshen this Pepe chart, turn off the indicators, and we'll turn them on after. So mark out this high, mark out this low, and that was our top, and our correction lasted 3 days, and then it continued. However, it was a top for a few days, and so that was our range for a few days. I'm then going to use my Fibonacci's to show us this range and all the key levels of support within this, and the levels that we need to hold if we want to see continuation to the upside. So we can see that Pepe, after dipping down to here and reclaiming that golden pocket, continued to the 2 Fibonacci's. So you're seeing the fibs being respected. What we just saw on the other charts, like your XRP and Trias and Gala, just as we said on Trias over here, we are still above the golden pocket. And in doing so, we should then continue to those price targets if we don't fail now and go down. If we do go down to there, we need to then reclaim it, and then you go on that path again. However, when we go back to Pepe, it did it all in a few days. So you can see that this is the path that Pepe wants to take, or that other cryptos want to take. It's just there's things in the way. So Pepe was having like a meme mania phase, and it was leading that. So it was just bursting through all those targets. We saw Trias actually topping out right over here, returning to the golden pocket, and then continuing higher. So doesn't matter that this just did it in one go. Doesn't matter that Trias stopped and is coming down to those key levels. As long as we can maintain this level, price will eventually go up to there. But it did that all in that one pump. But the reason why I'm showing you this chart is also just like Trias. We are here for Trias. Trias topped out here, and Trias is here right now. So yet to hit those higher targets. But if we can maintain that, we will go up. But what did I just say on Trias? Trias can go. If we find Trias can come back down to here. As I said, we are trying to do this now, but it can come down to here, reclaim it, and then you go on that original path. So what did Pepe do? Yes, it met the targets, so ignore that it met the targets, that's fine. But we came down to there, and if we want to go back up to there, we just need to hold this area. But it lost it, and as long as it goes back to the support, just as I just suggested with Trias, which would be this area over here. So you can lose the golden pocket, but as long as we hold that support, reclaim it and go up. So that would be exactly what Pepe did. Go back down to support, reclaim it, and then go up. So we're seeing that even with Trias, even